What's good with you guys? It's your boy Devo here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my WrestleMania 41 predictions. Uh, WrestleMania 41 is in 6 days at the time I'm recording this video. Right around the corner, super excited for it. I will be streaming it on both my YouTube and my Twitch. If you want, little to no delay on the stream, probably go and check out the Twitch. Feel free to come through, chop it up. I'm a small content creator, man, so I will read every single one of your comments, and I would greatly appreciate anyone who decides to come through, show love, follow. Even if you don't follow, just, chopping it up with me. I would greatly appreciate it. And let's get straight into it, though. We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I'm going to go with Jade Cargill here. Naomi doesn't really need this win. You know what I'm saying? Jade Cargill is seeking vengeance. Naomi did take her out, as we all know, a couple months back, took some months off of her career. And so I think that Jade Cargill will get redemption here and will win this. And also shout out to both of those women, by the way, for having the first non-title women's match on the Mania card since I think it was like '06 or something. And also I'm pretty sure being the first two black women to have a non-title match on the card. So shout out to Jade Cargill and Naomi for that. And then we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano, I think, is going to get the win here. Chad Gable, El Grande Americano, however you want to label him. He had a good 2024, so it is nice to see him getting rewarded with a Mania match. And it's Rey Mysterio, so the loss here doesn't tarnish his legacy. He doesn't do absolutely anything terrible for him. So I'm going to go with El Grande Americano. Then we have the United States Championship match between LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. Arguably probably a dark horse match of the night for night one. And this is probably about as 50-50 as it gets for me. Because, if Solo gets involved, then I just see him costing Jacob Fatu. I see him costing Jacob Fatu. And then, maybe we get a Jacob Fatu Solo feud down the line. But if there's no interferences, then I don't see a way in hell that Jacob Fatu does not win this. Jacob Fatu is super duper protected, and I mean he should be. He deserves that. He's an animal. Samoan werewolf for a reason. So I think that Jacob Fatu will win if there's no interferences. Cause I just don't see a world where he doesn't win that. And if Solo does get involved, then LA Knight will retain. So basically, you can just mark me as Jacob Fatu for that one. And then for the World Tag Team Championship, we got the War Raiders versus the New Day. WWE hasn't done the best with booking the tag division. We know that. But I feel like the New Day has to win this. I know that they're an established tag team. They got multiple tag team title wins. But I mean, now that you've done that whole heel turn with them and turning on Big E and doing things like that, I feel like a loss here will set them back a little bit. As far as the heel New Day, they'll lose a little bit of credibility in my opinion. But also at the same time, War Raiders retaining isn't bad either, because you could always do more with them, because their tag team title reign hasn't really it hasn't reached its peak. I would say that, because that's more so of a booking decision and a booking problem than it is the War Raiders. So I'm going to go with the New Day there. Then we got the WWE Women's Championship between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. For this one, I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton. A win here for Charlotte does absolutely nothing other than get her closer to her father's record and things like that. And I just feel like there's no benefit for Charlotte Flair to win this. I think that Tiffany Stratton should 100% win this. She benefits off of it a whole lot more. And, so I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton there. And then we got the World Heavyweight Championship match between Gunther and Jey Uso. Now, for this one, no matter who wins, the IWC is going to be in shambles. Twitter might shut down. Yeah, because if you've ever checked out wrestling Twitter, man, this is probably arguably the most talked about match on the card. Because you got three categories of people regarding this match. You got the people that are right behind Jey Uso, rocking with Jey Uso. And he has to win this. If he doesn't win this, then why did he win the Rumble? They're gonna pull that card. Why not give it to Punk, Cena, etc. Then you got people that are behind Gunther and they don't see any value in Jey Uso. They don't care that he's over. They don't care about they don't think that wrestling is a popularity contest and it should not be. And they just don't think that that Jey Uso's on Gunther's level in ring wise. And I mean, that is true to an extent. Gunther is he's a dog in the ring. And Jey Uso, he I feel like he just gets like too much of a knack of like people are basically trying to say that he's ass in the ring and he doesn't deserve the opportunities that he's getting, and he's only getting them because he's part of the bloodline. And let's just be real, bro. He's super over. Whether you like him, you can hate him, like him, whatever. He's over. He's selling merch. Probably, I'm pretty sure he's probably like the top merch seller in the company right now, and that's even with there being Punk, Cena, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, like. So you can't argue that he's super over, and that he has worked his ass off for this opportunity. And so I just see Jey Uso winning here. Oh, my bad. You got the third category of people who are people like me, who don't care which man wins this match because you're gonna be cool regardless because Jey Uso deserves it, and it'd be cool to see that ultimate underdog story get fulfilled, and to see to see what Jey Uso could give us as a world champion. And you also got Gunther retaining, and which for me, I would be cool with that as well because there's some Gunther matches that I would really love to see that they instead put on house shows. I really love to see them put those on TV. Gunther Styles house show, Gunther Punk house show, Gunther and Dragunov. That's a match that people wanted to see them run it back for years. Did it on the house show. And then there's also Gunther and Rollins, a match that would be a pretty damn good match to witness. So but I just don't think that Gunther will retain. Cause I think that they've done that whole Jey Uso came this close, almost had it. I think they've done that too many times, including with Gunther. During his Intercontinental Championship run, and even the one time with the World Heavyweight Championship run. And so I think that Jey Uso finally fulfills his story and captures world title gold on his own. And then we got the night one main event, the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Now, I don't see Roman Reigns winning this one at all. I feel like he's the outlier here. I just don't see him winning at all. Now, Punk and Rollins, this is where it gets spicy. Because this is Punk's first WrestleMania main event. It's 10 years in the making. It's one of the reasons he left the company, because he didn't get this opportunity. It's one of the reasons he came back to the company, to get this opportunity. And then you got Roman. He's had multiple Mania main events, including main event in both nights last year, and even getting a win on one of those nights. And then you got Seth, who was also part of the main event last year with Roman. And I just feel like Seth benefits more off of a win here. And also, we have to keep in mind that Paul Heyman does owe Seth Rollins a favor because Seth did not stomp his head into the earth. So I think that Seth Rollins is going to get the win here. I pretty much explained all that. So I got Seth Rollins. That's night one. And I know that Randy Orton still has night two because there's 7 matches on night one and then only 6 on night two. So I'm assuming Randy's match would be on night 2. And honestly, if it's Solo Sikoa, I'm not all that interested. No disrespect to Solo or Randy. It's just that we've seen that movie too many times. I'm not really too interested in that. So if it is Solo versus Randy, then I think I would go with Randy there. But Randy and Nick Aldis, I would 100% be okay with them running that. And I do think that Randy would still get the dub there. Because, Nick he's an authority figure. And there's no reason for Randy to lose to him if they do have a match. It would be very interesting, though. And if it's like somebody such as like an Aleister Black or something, then I think I'd go with Aleister Black. Because, if you do bring him back and put him in the match with Randy, you can't just have him lose straight off the bat. So, yeah. So, if it's Solo, if it's Nick, I got Randy. If it's Aleister Black, I got Aleister Black. And I'm pretty sure that's probably about it as far as, like, rumored opponents. So, we just have to see, though. Then we got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I got AJ Styles here. I could also see Logan winning, but I just don't see a reason to unless they are going to unless they're gonna run this feud back. If they're gonna run it back, then for sure Logan will probably win. If not, then I think that this could be a one and done AJ Styles win. So I'm gonna go with AJ Styles. Sin City Street Fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Now I know that there's people that are upset with Drew being part of this match because they want something bigger for him because of the year he had. And I understand that, but this is 1 year in the making. You know, Damian Priest cashed in on Drew when Drew finally had his big moment and won the world title in front of fans, catching on him 5 minutes later, and has also beaten Drew in Scotland during Damian Priest's world title reign, and also pinned him in the Elimination Chamber. So this is definitely, 1 year in the making, and it's a street fight. It is a street fight. It's the only stipulation we have so far, and I think that Drew McIntyre will get the win here. Drew McIntyre, like I said, Damian Priest has beaten Drew McIntyre and has gotten his number multiple times, and I feel like that Drew gets the win here, and he closes the chapter on that book. And then we got the Intercontinental Championship match, Fatal 4-Way between Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, Penta, and Finn Balor. Now this is a match where I feel like majority of people don't really care who wins. They're going to be cool regardless. But for me personally, I don't see Braun winning. It doesn't really hurt him. It's a multi-man match. He doesn't have to take the damn pin, so it doesn't really hurt him to lose here. I just think that we'll crown a new champion. Now for me personally, it's between Dom and Finn. But I could also see Penta because they are also still doing. There's tension in the Judgment Day, but what I'm confused on is, could we see a situation where Finn maybe wins the title and gets turned on, or maybe Dom wins the title and they turn on Finn still, or do you have Penta win and maybe the turn comes down the line? So for me personally, I think I'm gonna go with, oh man, because Finn and Dom need this. Penta doesn't really need it. He'll be fine if he doesn't win here. But I just think that maybe Dom wins this, man. I feel like Dirty Dom gets the win here. I'll be curious to see what you guys think. But I think Dom gets the win here. Then we got the Women's Tag Team Championship match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I'm not gonna lie. This match is pissing people off just because of the whole gauntlet thing between Bayley and Lyra. They were taking out like legit teams, and they're a team that just got put together like last week. And I understand that because you could obviously give this opportunity to Katana and Kaden, and I think that they deserve that opportunity. And maybe you could do something like with Lyra versus Bayley versus Roxanne Perez, who also needs something to do for the IC title. I think that would be an amazing match to run. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm going to go with Liv and Raquel. I just don't see them losing, especially to a team that's not even an actual team. And Lyra also has the Intercontinental Championship, so she doesn't really need this win. So I'm going to go with Liv and Raquel. Then we got the WWE Women's World Championship Triple Threat match between Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. Now with this one, this one's tough. I don't see Rhea winning. And that's just more so because I feel like the Rhea Ripley character needs this loss. I feel like she needs to take this loss here. It's not gonna really hurt her. It's not gonna hurt her credibility. It's a like I said, it's a multi-women match. So there's a situation where she's gonna have to take the pin. But then you also have the situation where Io, do you want this? Do you want to make this a quick? My camera's turning heel on me. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. So then you have the situation with Io is, do you want this to be a quick title reign for her? and I don't think that you do. So, and you also got Bianca Belair's streak, and I feel like, me personally, I want that to be a big deal. Like, maybe she wins, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 more Manias, and then you can get somebody like a Lash Legend or Roxanne Perez even that can defeat her and end her streak, or even somebody like a Jade Cargill Naomi could end the streak, and you do something there and you build off of that. But I think that honestly Bianca's streak probably does end this Mania, and I think that Io might retain this, man. I ain't gonna lie, I think Io probably retains this, just because I don't know. I just can't see them. I can't see them giving her such a short reign. But at the same time, it'd be tough for Bianca to lose too. I don't see Rhea winning at all. Like, I don't have, like, if I ain't gonna lie, if you're betting on this match, do not put any stock into Rhea. And if I lost you money, then I'm sorry. But I wouldn't, like, no disrespect to Rhea, obviously. I just don't see her winning. Not at least. I just don't see her winning the title in this match. And I love all three. I love all three. Don't get me wrong. I love all three. You know, these are 3 of the top 5. So yeah. That one's a tricky one, but I think that Io will retain. Then we got the undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Obviously the night 2 main event. I got John Cena winning this. And I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, they turned the man heel on a retirement tour. I just don't think that you can pull a bold move like that if he's not going to capture that 17th. And obviously he has, like, later down the line to capture it. But I just think, you know, this being his last Mania as a competitor, I just feel like you got to pull the trigger and give him that 17th. And it sucks because Cody's having a good reign, and I'm loving Cody as champ. But I mean, it's John Cena, man. It's history. It's history. And also, a loss here for Cody doesn't really hurt, because like later on, like down the line in trivia questions is gonna be, who did John Cena defeat to win the 17th world title? You know what I'm saying? Cody Rhodes being a part of that question. That ain't all that bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go with John Cena. And that pretty much concludes it, man. Yeah, let me know y'all's thoughts. Who y'all got winning these matches? Like I said, be sure to come through on the stream. I will be streaming, like I said, night 1, night 2, and send and deliver. So come through, chop it up. I'm a small content creator, so you come through, comment in there. I will read every single comment, cause my chat ain't going costing that crazy or anything like that. So like I said, I'll read every comment. So feel free to come through, chop it up. I think it's gonna be a great show. I think a lot of these matches will surprise a lot of people. Cause like I said, people are pretty much saying that the Gunther Jay match ain't gonna be worth a damn, because they think that Jey Uso is, like, I don't know, like a toddler or something in the ring, and he just doesn't know what he's doing, and this, that, and the third. I think that a lot of these matches will surprise a lot of people. And that's pretty much it for my predictions, man. Let me know y'all's predictions down below. Let me know some hot takes that y'all got for Mania 41 as well. And that's pretty much it for me, man. Yeah, like I said, come through. We'll be live for both. And if you're going to WrestleMania, safe travels. Have a great time. And I'll see you guys next time.